Hello my dear students, in this third video of the chapter data handling, we are starting with the topic operators, precedence and associativity. Operators, precedence and associativity is a topic where you can decide how can and in which order your operators will be resolved in an expression. Can you tell me what is the expressions? So expression is nothing but a combination of operator and operands in a single line. Suppose I am writing a plus b. So this is a arithmetic expression which is having a and b as a operands and b operands and plus as a operator. I can extend this expression by writing suppose c, then I can add it into suppose divide by d, and further suppose e raised to power f. So all these, it is a arithmetic expression, means any combination of the arithmetic operands, arithmetic operators and operand is known as arithmetic expression. It is known as arithmetic expression. I hope you have understood the meaning of arithmetic expression. Similarly, we can have a logical expression. Though this is the next topic of our syllabus today, we will cover after this operator, precedence, all these expressions, but still I have to tell you what is the expression right now, then only we can understand the meaning of operator precedence rule. Now before logical, we start relational expressions. Now relational expressions are those expressions which results into boolean value a greater than b, a greater than b, or c greater than less than suppose d. It means using the relational operators, any expression, any statement is written is known as relational expressions. And the third one is logical expressions. Okay, logical expressions. Wait, this is the arithmetic expression. Okay, this is the example of arithmetic expression. This is your example of relational expression. And if there is a and or not operators are there in an statement, then it is known as logical expression. For example, a greater than b and c greater than d. Now in this there is between and operator is also present, so it is a logical expression. So you can say that we have the different types of expressions. Now in an expression you can see that the multiple operators can also be there. There can be compound expressions also. Compound expression means, right now I am saying that arithmetic expression, this is relational expression, this is logical expression. Now compound expression means when relational, arithmetic and logical all are present in a single expression. Suppose I am writing a plus b greater than c less than d and 5 is greater than suppose 2 or 5 is less than 10. Now this is the expression where you have the arithmetic operators also present. Here the relational operators greater than, less than, they are also present, and or logical operators are present. So such a expression is a compound expression. See, I will show you this thing in chapter also. See there, the expressions are is the next topic which we are going to cover. See, this is the expression and these are the types of expressions: arithmetic, relational, logical, string expressions are also can be there. So we have the different types of, this is compound expression. So the expressions meaning, I am just explaining this topic first to you. So expression is just any valid combination of operators, literals and variables. It is composed of one or more operations with operators, literals and variables. Okay, I am again going there. See here, I am explaining you that this is arithmetic expression. Repeating, because it is consisting of arithmetic operators and operands. This is a relational expression because it is containing only the relational operators and only the operands. It results into either true or false. It means the output of such expressions is always either of the Boolean literals, that is true or false. Logical expressions are also the combining two or more relational expressions, so their result is also always a single true or false value. And whenever all the three presents in a single expression or any two or combinations are present, then it is known as the compound expression. So whenever you have an expression, now let me tell you the meaning of operator precedence. Whenever you have in an expression multiple operators are present, then how can you decide the which operator will be executed first and which operator will be executed next and which operator is going to be executed last is decided by the operator precedence rules of the Python language. In the book I can show you. In the book you can see that there is a table given in your book. See, this table is given in this book in which there is a list of operators in the. You can see that the list bracket, this bracket or grouping is at the top level. It means it is the highest priority. This table has listed all the operators according to their priority order. Similarly, exponential is the next operator. Then we have bitwise operators, then we have the multiplication division operators. In simple way, if you want to remember this table, is that first you have to solve always the brackets, then comes your any unary operators. Unary operators, you know, those which require only single operands or a single operand. Then comes your arithmetic expression. In arithmetic operators, always you will have the first of this, then your multiplication, then there is a division, then double slash and modulus operator, these plus minus. So all the arithmetic operators are resolved after that. After the arithmetic operators, there comes the relational operators, and then comes your logical operators, if any present. If they are not present, then up to relational operators you will be doing resolving. If the relational operators are not present, then arithmetic operators are also only being resolved. For example, in simple way, if you want to learn, if I write an expression a plus b, then in this case, what is the order of evaluation? You will first solve b into c and then you will add a into it. For example, if a is equal to 10, b is equal to 15 and c is equal to suppose 2. Now what will you solve this above expression? You will put their values in the expression and then you will resolve the operators according to their priority rule. Multiplication has always priority higher than the high priority than the addition. This is according to the Badmas rule also you can follow. There is division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So division, here multiplication will be first resolved. So you are putting the values first 10, then value of b is 15 and then c. Now how will you solve is that when you solve the 15 into 2, 30 will be solved and then 10 plus 30, 40 will be the answer. So in this way you are solving a arithmetic expression according to the operator precedence rule. So this same rule also you have to follow while solving the any operators, while solving any expression. Now operator associativity is also there. Operator associativity is deciding when the operators of same precedence level are present, then what is the order of execution? See, I am showing in this in book. You can see that the multiplication, division, floor division and this modulus operator, they all are at the same level. Okay, and addition and subtraction are at the next level. So if an expression is containing multiplication and division operators, then which one will be solved first? Either multiplication or it will be floor division is decided by the operator associativity. Okay, now associativity means is the order in which an expression having multiple operators of same precedence is evaluated. You can underline this line in your book also, that it is the order in which the expression having multiple operators of same precedence are evaluated. For all the operators, this associativity is left to right. It means you will start from the left and you will go to the right. Okay, extract the exponential operator which has the priority of left to right. Let us try to understand this with example 7. Let me show this to you on the another page. Seven into 8 single slash then double slash 2. Now this expression is already containing multiplication, division and floor division operators. Now which operator you solve is first is decided by the operator associativity rule. First you will be going to left to right. So 7 into 8 will be solved first. It will be 56 divided by 5 and then floor division by 2. Now you will solve this. You will be getting the answer 11 bit. The answer of this will be 11.0 because it returns a floating value. Whenever you divide two integers, it is always returning a floating value. Then this is divided by 2 and then you will get answer. Yes, in the Python ideally, now I am writing this expression, the same expression which you have seen there, 7 into 8 then divide by 5, okay, and double slash then 2. Now how this expression will be solved is that 7 is multiplied by 8, that is 56. 56 divided by 5 will be giving you 11.0 as the answer, and when this 11.0 is divided by 2, it is giving me the answer 5. Okay, so this is how the operators are evaluated in Python. I hope you have understood this thing. Okay, next thing is that if there are arithmetic operators like exponential, then this evaluation of this operator associativity rule is not from left to right, it is from right to left. That is, if I write here 2 star star 3 star star 4. Now how will you solve this? Will you solve this 2 into 3 first, or you will solve this 3 into 4 first? So I hope that according to the rule exponential it is right to left, so you have to solve this first. Okay, 3 raised to power 4, that is 3 into 3 into 3, and raised to power, that value will be raised to power 2, and we get this answer. Okay, so this is how the operators are, and operators precedence and rule is effective. I hope you now understood the associativity and the operators precedence rule. There are certain examples given in your book. Okay, you try to go through them books or those examples, and if any problem is there, if you are facing any issues, you can ask. This is a very important topic of this chapter. Now the expression meaning, I have already now explained you what is the meaning of expression. The types of expressions also decided by the type of operators they have. If there are only arithmetic operators, it is arithmetic expression. If there are only relational operators are there, it is known as relational expressions. It is always giving true and false values. If there are logical operators are available and or not including your relational operators, then it is known as logical expressions. There is one category of string expressions in which there will be string and string operators will be available. String operator plus and multiplication are used. Plus is used for string concatenation and star is used for replication. Concatenation means joining the two strings. For example, and then are joined like this. Okay, and when you apply this star operator, then it will replicate it. Let me show you this thing. Suppose this is a string A, yeah, a string name Aman, and then you add it with the string Sharma, then these both strings will be added as like such. And similarly, if you write hello string and you are using this replication operator star 3, means this string will be replicated twice. Okay, this is the operator. So this is the string expressions. These are called string expression, and their plus is a concatenation operator. Okay, so have you understood this meaning? Now the next and very important topic is how to evaluate the expressions, how to find out the answers of the arithmetic expression, how to evaluate the relational expressions, and how to evaluate the logical expressions in your syllabus. That is in Python, how can you evaluate the arithmetic expressions, how can you evaluate the relational expressions, and the next is how can you evaluate a logical expressions. And when there is a compound expression, then how can you find out? There is one more topic, typecasting, which includes the explicit type conversion. So we will try to understand these evaluating of arithmetic, logical and relational expressions one by one. Up to whatever I have told you, if you have any doubt, you can contact me personally to solve your queries. See, the arithmetic expression is an expression where you have only the arithmetic operators in your expression. So you know the rule of how to solve the arithmetic expressions. In that you have the first, there will be arithmetic expression, there will be only arithmetic operators, so you must first determine the order of evaluation in an expression. It means you have to decide which operators are going to be solved first. I will tell you how the operators are resolved in arithmetic expressions, which operators in arithmetic are taking more priority than which one. Then you solve them. During the solution, there is a requirement of one more thing, implicit conversion, that is done by the compiler and interpreter itself, promoting the integers to float, bools to integers according to the requirement. I will explain this thing with the example where it will be happening and where it is not. Actually, there is an internal conversion, type conversion is done by the compiler without by the programmer's choice. It is a conversion applied implicitly generally whenever the differing data types are intermixed in an expression. For example, if we have a integer value plus a floating value, the answer will be always in a floating value because that is the much bigger type. So type promotion is done by the compiler automatically, and generally the type promotion is done from lower data type to higher bigger data type in size. Not opposite is not done in any way. Okay, let me first show you how the type conversion is automatically happening in the Python. Okay, I'm going to ideally and show you the type conversion which is done automatically by the Python. See, this is your ideally, and now I am writing here, suppose a value a, it is a suppose a integer. If b is a suppose a floating value 15.5. If you go to the type of a, type a, it is a integer. If you go into the type of b, it is also a float. But when I want to add a plus b and into the c, I will get the value of c as a floating value. This is because one integer and one float is automatically converted into a float, that is the bigger value. So if you go into the type c, it will be float. So this internal conversion done whenever an integer or a float are interacting, this is known as implicit conversion by the compiler. Now in arithmetic expression this will frequently happening. We will now take an example to how the arithmetic expressions are evaluated. Let me go to the Word file where I am going to evaluate arithmetic expression for your explanation. Now I already told you that in the operators in an arithmetic expression there will be arithmetic operators and operands. Okay, for example, this is your arithmetic expression, this is also arithmetic expression. In this ch, I, db, fd, db all are the different variables, or you can say these are the operands. Now I have given their values also. Ch is 5, this, and some of them are given values. Some of them are integers, and some of them are floats. Okay, how can you see that this is a float? This you can see decided by the decimal point. These are the floating numbers and these are the integers. Now in an expression there is always either you have the operators or operands in an arithmetic expression. So first you know the operators precedence rule. Arithmetic operators are always follows the either the BODMAS rule, or you can say that they are following this rule, that always exponential operator, that is this is always solved first, then is your division operator, then comes multiplication operator, then is your addition operator, and then comes your subtraction operator. In Python we have two more operators, then we can say that we have the remainder operator also. These are at the same priority level, so if any one of them are, all the three are coming, you always follow the left to right rule. I can write this way, they are at the same priority level. Okay, so whenever they come you can follow the left to right rule. Implicit conversion, I already told you that integers are converted to float whenever we have a one integer and a float, the answer will be always a floating number. Okay, so this is the thing which we are going to learn. Now first is this expression. Okay, now try to understand this expression. This is the bracket, so brackets are always parentheses. According to the priority rule, parentheses will be always solved. So irrespective of plus sign and division, I will first take this parenthesis and will solve it. Ch plus I, ch is your integer and I is also integer. Okay, wait. I'm trying to find out what will be the type of the variable a after this evaluation. So what will be the type, you can decide that these two answer. Let me show you this in the book more clearly. See, ch plus I is your, both are integers, so it will give you a integer value. Whenever you add the two integers, you will get the answer in integer also. 3 plus 5 is 8 is the integer. Now one integer and one floating will always give you answer in floating. So the steps of priority rule are considered and there is no internal conversions are taking place, except at this place that there is a internal conversion, one integer and one floats are divided, the answer is always in floating. Putting the values of ch and I these and solving in the same process step by step, we can get the answer of a as a floating number. Apply the same rules and apply the same things and considerations from the same second expression b. You will see that float and float will be divided and you will get the answer float. This will be multiplied with the ch. Now one float and one integer will always give you a float value, as I told you, and one float and one this integer value to again when divide is giving a float value. So the final result of b will be also float. See the calculations and you can find out your own. You just do the calculations. You can pause the video in between, do the calculations and check how the answer b is going to be 18.0. if you are able to understand, it's okay, otherwise you can contact me, I will explain you in more detail. Okay, now there is one important thing. If the operator is division, the result will be always a floating number, even if both the operands are of integer type. This line you can underline that in a division, if the both the operators even they are of integer type, the answer will be always a floating number. Okay, whereas an exception to the rule, whereas for this floor division or for remainder, this will not apply. This both are the integers, then answer can be integer also. Okay, since 6 divided by 3 can be integer also, that is 2, and the modulus operator can also give the integer when both are the integers. So this is all about the relational arithmetic expressions and how they are. A relational expression is an expression in which there are the relational operators are also available along with the arithmetic operators. All the relational operators have the same priority and all the relational operators have their same priority, but their priority is always less than the arithmetic operators. So in an arithmetic expression, so in a relational expression, if the arithmetic operators are present, you first solve the arithmetic operations, and then after getting the all the arithmetic operators solved, then you go to the relational operators and find out the boolean value true and false. So finally all the relational expressions will always yield you true or false value. Okay, now there are certain expressions like a less than b less than c also can be there. These expressions are solved, a is less than b and b is a less than c. So these are solved by the combination of these two, where and is your logical and operator, and you will get true only the answer when both these expressions are true. For example, if I am telling you this a is equal to 10, b is equal to 23 and c is equal to 23, if I ask then a is less than b, the answer is true. B is less than equal to c, the answer is true. Then if I combine these two, a is less than b less than c, then also will be the true. But if any one of them is false, here see the second example, one of them is false, the answer of the second is overall is false. So this is how the expressions are evaluated when there is a relation expression. In a relation expression, finally I can say that first arithmetics are solved and then relation operators are solved to get the answer true and false. Similarly, the logical expressions and or not are used in an expression. While evaluating the logical expressions, Python is observing these two rules. Number one, first priority of logical operators is lower than that of arithmetic operators and relational operators. So the arithmetic expressions are evaluated first and then the logical operators. For example, if I have this 25 divided by 5 or 2.0, so here there is a or operator is also there. So first will be what will be that your 25.0 will divide by 5 will be evaluated, which is equal to 2.5 4 ja 20 5 5, so it will be 5. Okay, 5 or this one 2.0 and this is this will be 2. Okay, 20 divided by, so you are getting the first evaluated as 5 or 4.0. This is the 5. Okay, this will be the 25 divided by 5 will be this 5. Okay, are you getting? And this plus 20 divided by 2 will be again first evaluated, it will be 2. This 2 and this 2 will be added and you will get the 4, and finally this OR expression will be solved. Now you know that the numbers 5, first if x is true, y is the, if x is the true then x is the result. Okay, so the y is the result, so all the result will be not 5, it will be 4. Okay, we can do this in the our Python shell. 25 divided by 5 or 2.0 plus 20 divided by 10. Okay, so we are getting the answer 5.0. If x is true then x is the result. I think that is the case. Okay, so have you understood? Second rule is that the Python logic, so in Python the precedence of logical operators among themselves is not and or. It means not as the highest priority, then and then or. So your expression will be always evaluated first, not will be evaluated if there is a bracket, if there is not bracket any, then and will be evaluated and then or. Okay, one more thing, that in Python whenever or evaluation is occurring, it is evaluate second argument only if the first one is false. If first one is not true, okay, evaluates the second argument. If the first one is always true, then there is no need of finding the second one. And in AND evaluation, the Python evaluates the second argument if the first, it does not evaluate the argument if the first one is not true. So this is the how you can find out the answers. So with this we have come to an end of evaluating the arithmetic expressions, Python, this all the logical expressions, and if you have any doubt you can ask. Now I am coming to one very important topic, that is the typecasting. Typecasting is explicitly type conversion by the Python programmers according to their requirement. Earlier you see that Python internally changing the data type of some operand so that all the operands must have the same type. That was done automatic and it is known as implicit. But an defined conversion that forces expression to a specific type. This is also called typecasting. How can you perform the typecasting? There is a simple way. You specify the data type in front of that variable or expression which you want to change. For example, if you want to change b, here b is a floating number, b is equal to 5.0. So if you want to change it into b, you will simply use the function int Okay, put in the bracket b, round brackets you use, put the in b, and your that b is converted into integer. Similarly, d is equal to float a is converting the flow a into the float and stored into the d. Okay, let me show you this thing in the Python ideally also. I am going to Python ideally, then later on I will discuss these str function also, which is converting any number to string, and it can also convert a floating number to string as follows. I will I am first explaining here, then we will go all for all these integer, float and str. This complex number is not right now, we are not doing. So integer and float we will see, and str also we will see. All these what is they are, these functions are doing, they are explicitly converting the one data type values to another. For example, integer converts the data from integer to converts the data numbers, floating numbers to integers. 7.8 will be given 7. 7.9 will be also converted into 7. Here there is no rounding, be careful that there will be no rounding here. Okay, even this string is also converted. If you write 3 4 string, it will be also converted into integer 34. Similarly, float is converting any integer or a flow of string into the floating value. It means with point 0 added. Okay, and str is opposite of this, converting everything into strings. Boolean data type is also there, which is converting any 0 or a 1 into the 0 is converted into false, 0. 0.0 is converted, any non-zero is converted into true by the bool. Now in the ideally, let us see how these type casting functions work. First is int function. It converts any floating number to integer. Okay, you can input a variable also, it will convert it. If I give a string, see here, if I am giving a string, it will be also converted into. Okay, then wait, I have to give a string here. See here, 8 string is converted into integer. One more example we can take. Is converted into integer 87. Similarly, float is their function which converts into float any data. These programs, these functions we are using in Python programming, and we can use for them converting. You know that when we enter the two numbers, we write input and then we give it into the int. This is the reason why we are writing integer float there. Similarly, str is converting any number to string, and bool is converting any non-zero value to true and any zero value to false. Okay, so this is the how you can perform the convert the type of one data to another by programs.